Hi again, this is part 3 and I am painting the rocking horse. I've used some collage and watercolour paint so far, and I don't want to do an awful lot more, but maybe just to do something in the lower half to kind of anchor the painting down and the rocking horse to the bottom of the page. And since the last step I think I've put on some more collage maybe. I'm not sure if I've done much more than that. And I don't want to have the rocking horse in the image as well, because the window above it means that it makes this too dark so you can't see what's going on. But if you want to see what's going on, if you want to, Margot's just tearing at the tripod there. Margot's my cat. If you want to see what's, and actually I'm just going to show you what the other cat is doing, drinking Lily's milk, Midnight. Where is she? There. You see her? Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's the end of that milk. And there's Margot, cleaning herself. Okay. Alright, so the reason I wanted to put the camera there is so you can see a bit more easily what's going on. And yesterday I did have there's the rocking horse, just so you know. And in the step 1 and step 2 you can fairly clearly see the rocking horse itself, so hopefully that's okay. Right. So, if you want to know more about me, have a look at the links below. I'm Aine Divine. Alright. I might have put the chair too close to the easel. Oh no, I can stand here, that's fine. Alright, so, oh yeah, I did also put a little bit more of the yellow underneath the horse, and to make it read as though it was the curtain kind of extending below the horse. And what I want to do now is to put something here to represent the wooden slat at the bottom of the rocking horse. So I'm going to use maybe some yellow ochre. So you want a kind of a clear horizontal, and I've put down some masking tape here, so that I can kind of bring the line of the wood up to meet the masking tape, and that way I'll have a clean edge. So I'm just pulling up the brush and letting the paint accumulate at the bottom edge of that wooden beam, and the top edge, hopefully once the paint is dry, will be indicated by where the masking tape I was going to say, yeah, where the masking tape is, you know, the masking tape is kind of covering. Although, to be honest, sometimes it does leak underneath. I can see it probably is leaking underneath a bit, but I think that's okay. Often these little things enhance the painting. Okay, and there is another line back here, which I think I will just indicate with the brush itself. The other wooden slat that runs along the back there. And for me, it's not so critical that that be really straight. With it being in the background, I think it might actually be helpful for it not to be as straight as the one in the foreground, or as visible. You know, hard edges kind of tend to come forward. Okay, that's okay. I might include some of that colour there as well. I was talking yesterday about having to put this thing onto the not a rocking horse, on the real horse. We were doing the horse-drawn caravan holiday in Ireland. And that was a pretty tricky thing to get on the horse. But we managed it, we survived. Lived to fight another day. Something for the rocking horse's tail, which was nicely manicured a few days after we got it by Aaron's little sister, Lily. She was 3 and had a pair of scissors. So she did a job on Aaron's rocking horse's tail. Okay. Just going to see now about the saddle. You see, I want to let this dry before turning the painting on its side. I think I will turn it on its side in order to paint the, I want the yellow runs to go that way, off the kind of curtain. Yeah, and I want some horizontal moves, you see, because I think it would be quite nice once we've got the anchoring down here for there to be some horizontal anchoring as well, somehow. Feeling that'll work. No. Yeah, I think, no, not Prussian blue. Indigo is what I want to do in the saddle. I know I said I didn't want to use the same as I used here, but that's not so visible anymore, the light on the front leg. And so now I'm going to use the indigo, because it's such a bright colour that I think it does represent the light quite well there on the saddle. Okay, and now the what I want to do is describe the underside of the horse with a little bit more shadow, I think. And then there's the red goes along here. I'm just going to stand back. So even when doing the detailed bits and everything, you want to be standing back all the time so that there's nothing totally off happening. I'm going to continue that dark over here, I think. So that dark red is the cadmium red mixed with the indigo that was on the palette already. And it describes the shadow side on this side of the rocking horse, is shadow cast by the window. There we are. And maybe a little bit of shadow here too. And even here. Now the masking tape is covering some of what I've just done. But underneath the wood, now I'm going to clean, underneath this line of wood here, there's the red stand, which is a continuation of this, and I think we'll further anchor it down. So I want to just print even some bright red on there to indicate where the frame of the rocking horse sits. Yeah, so I think it could be out that far. Just printing with the brush now. I could have probably got a smaller brush to do this, but I think I'm alright. Just to have some indication of horizontals in red down here will let us know that the frame continues beyond those wooden slats. Yeah, that's okay. I've painted this horse a few times, you know. And I could actually put it on the Facebook page anyway, my other painting. It was on, it went up for auction with the Chaz, you know, the children's charity One Christmas. And so they raised quite a bit of money, I think, from the sale of this, my other painting of this horse. And I think it's quite a nice Christmas kind of gift, or, you know, a painting of a rocking horse is something that feels to me a bit seasonal. But obviously can be kind of enjoyed all year round. Sound like I'm doing a fucking sales pitch or something for my rocking horse picture. Let me see. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter here so that we know that this is still a continuation of that red. And this red is the Jackson's red. It's not the cadmium anymore. So it's cadmium red down here and underneath, and then I've just used the Jackson's red on top. That's all it's called. It's Jackson's red. So I don't know if it's only them that do it. I'm going to use a touch of the Prussian blue now to just knock away that shadow bit, that bright bit. I could possibly use it here as well. Alright. Okay, now let's see. So I'm either going to take this off. It looks like I'm taking it off. There we are. Yeah, that's okay. Standing back and kind of deciding what to do next. I think I'll maybe let this business dry a little bit more before doing anything in here, but when my eyes are half closed it looks like this needs to be subdued a little bit more, and maybe to indicate the floor and where the curtain meets the floor. So to set myself up for that, I'm going to use some curtain colour. I was saying yesterday, these are kind of maybe the curtains I'd like to have that I've painted rather than the ones that are actually there. Let's see now, so I'm just going to make something of that yellowish colour again that I've used in the collage paper that's in the curtain. And I'm going to bring that down here in preparation for when I do the floor, so that where the curtain meets the floor is identified. And I'm actually going to turn the painting on its side. I'm aware that all these runs are going to go that way, but that's okay. And I'll just stop some of the runs that I don't want to. I don't really want the red going across there so much. The other ones are okay, I think. The reason I've turned it this way is because now that I've got the yellow colour of the curtains on the palette, I want to use that to fill in this area here. I want to make the curtains go further the horse, and actually further than they go in reality, because I think it would be worth having something filled in here. Just using the palette as a kind of a shield there in order to paint the yellow curtain.